Hello everyone, welcome to the Jewish Week Online. We're here with the Jewish Funk team at the Birthright Israel Foundation mega event in New York City. Let's learn more about how Taglit-Birthright Israel influenced young Jewish adults.
Well, before Birthright, which was a complete accident, I hadn't intended to really go on the trip. I got on it accidentally. I went, and it was really one of those things where it was just a 10-day vacation for me. And then I came back, and it was really in the processing of the trip that I feel that it started sort of making me change my perspective on who I was and how I related to being a Jew. And really, before the trip, it wasn't something that was valuable or very important to me. It was something that was just a part of my identity, but not really something that I cared so much about accentuating in any way. And then afterwards, suddenly, different things that never really affected me, never really got to me in any way before, started becoming important, such as going to Shabbat dinners, such as the idea of who am I going to end up with in my life in terms of getting married and having children, how am I going to raise my family. And it coincided with getting older and coming to a place in my life where I was starting to ask those questions as well.
Birthright changed my life immensely. I can say that because I have very often gotten the opportunity to come hang out with awesome people and be part of a community. It's absolutely not just hype, and I can't believe that I even have to try to convince some of my friends. It's opened up so many things for me that I can't imagine anybody not wanting to do it. Everyone should absolutely do it, and no one's paying me to say that either. I wish they were, because I'd say it louder.
So, I don't know, I guess I went on Birthright, and then I had this relationship to Israel that was not based on myself, it was based on my family, and when I went to Birthright I was able to meet people and get to know Israel more as an individual, and I actually went back to Israel for the consecutive 2 summers after I went on Birthright, just to be with people that I'd met, and I did an archaeological dig, I did an Ulpan program. Basically, I'm thinking about doing a Masa program after I graduate, so pretty big Birthright fan overall.
So Birthright has really influenced my life because afterwards I ended up going on a Masa program for 5 months and lived in Jerusalem and took classes and met some of my closest friends that I know today. Got to really experience the country much more than you can in 2 weeks. I had the best time. I've been back twice since. I tell everyone about it. I am the biggest advocate for any Israel program, especially Birthright, because it's definitely the springboard for my love affair with Israel. And I, love Israel. Thanks, Birthright.
So I went on Birthright about 5.5 years ago now. And I've actually been back to Israel every year since then on some trip. Every winter I'll find an excuse to go back. And I'm in the process of applying for a fellowship. I'm trying to go back for a year. Birthright really made me fall in love with the country.
I went on Birthright many years ago and I loved it. It definitely changed my life. I staffed a trip and I just went back again for the 3rd time and I loved it. Great place.
51,000 each year. That's a big number. How do you do it?
It's an incredible number. This is 51% of young Jews around the world. And it is based on comparison with 2,000 people that used to come to Israel only 10 years ago, and we are going to make it because we have the support of all the Jewish people all around the world. The government of Israel has decided to triple its funding of this phenomenon and this phenomenal organization, and we are here in order to fundraise and make sure that every young Jew who would like to go to Israel is going to be there, and the sooner the better. We unfortunately have had to say no to about 30,000 young Jews who wanted to go to Israel this summer, but because we did not have the funds, we had to say no. We are sure that by good fundraising and raising the enthusiasm of people over here, we are going to find enough funds, because if the Jewish people is going to say no today, we are all going to regret it later.
And there's something special. There's a lot. There are other Israel experiences that are out there. But 10 days with Birthright is different. It has a different flavor to it. And people say it's, when you give an experience for free, it's something unique. You've seen countless trips. What do you think is the formula that works well for Birthright?
Oh, that's complicated. There is a magic over here. which is unexplainable. You know, we have engaged so many researchers in this, and until today I didn't have any good answer why it works so good. It works much better than 7 days. It works sometimes better than 20 days. And it does something because it's like a dream for many people. They don't understand how they came completely without any anticipation. Wow, they grab it and they come back, and sometimes completely different people. Most of them say, it changed my life. In one way or another. And then we find them here and there after 5-10 years, and they say, these 10 days were the most important times in my life.
So I got a big question for you.
Yeah.
How has Birthright changed your life?
Oh. That's a good question. So actually I've been dedicating my life since I graduated to things that have to do with the state of Israel. I used to be a diplomat, and then I moved from representing Israel, also representing Israel, but into the hearts of young Jews, because you know that the biggest challenge to young Jews until about 10 years ago, to the state of Israel actually, was that young Jews did not want to associate with the state of Israel. And now, with all the pain that I have having to reject so many people, saying no to them, but when I see 40,000, 50,000 a year who would like to go to Israel, this is a feeling of huge accomplishment. So we are only in the beginning of the way. What it did to me, it gave me another taste for life. So that's what it did.
Hey, that's not bad. Well, thank you so much for your time. As you can see, Taglit-Birthright Israel has influenced the way young Jewish adults connect to Judaism. This is Aaron Herman, and thank you for watching.